has tried any of the Game of Thrones video game adaptations, because there have been actually multiple ones, or if you play games otherwise.
I haven't tried any of them. I've heard they exist, and I imagine they're pretty good, but I've never come across them, never seen one. I voice over video games, but I was never asked to do. Someone else must do Yara. If Yara is even in the game, I don't know.
I've never played them.
Do you play anything else?
Croquet?
Croquet? What, games?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not a huge gamer, but if there is a game to be played, then I will perhaps play it.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite?
A favorite video game?
It would have to be from my childhood. God, I don't know. Something like Grand Theft Auto, probably. GTA.
I was Mario Brothers when I was younger. Mario Brothers all the way. Sonic the Hedgehog, Aladdin, the platform game. It's not what the gamers really want to hear, but I loved Aladdin.
Yeah.
I don't get into video games because they're so addictive. Like, I get nothing done. Often, I don't know if it's the same, a lot of lines to learn or a lot of reading to do, and I get very easily distracted already by TV shows. So if I start doing games as well, career is over, I think.
Pretty much the same for everyone.
Yeah, because they're so realistic now.
Yeah.
They're so realistic. I did a motion capture one, the Star Citizen, the one with, it's called something different now, with... no, it was called Stars. That's it, Squadron 42, and when the finished product, it just looks so realistic, and so I think I would get completely lost in the world if I started. So
the acting and everything is so brilliant in all these games now, and the fact that
in my special suit.
Covered in your ping pong balls.
Covered in ping pong balls. It's so funny how they shoot those things, because in the end, obviously it looks incredibly technical, it looks beautiful, but the reality is we're in a big room, this kind of carpet, nothing in it apart from cardboard boxes and like bits of old hose pipe, and like we're walking around, but you've got to walk in a certain way for the motion capture and really like commit to like putting a hose pipe in a toilet roll and saying lines about like refueling or whatever. So it's very, very rudimentary in its making, but then obviously the technology is hugely, hugely advanced, but the actual sort of bit that you do as an actor is very rudimentary. Trying to make these lines sound amazing as you put an egg box in someone's hands.
Well, you managed it.
Thanks.
So I wanted to ask if there were a new adaptation of Game of Thrones, either as a game or as anything else, really. Do you think if your character suddenly became the one protagonist, do you think they have any characteristics that perhaps doesn't get as much emphasis in the show, but you think is really important to show, to understand the character?
I mean, I think there would be an age rating on the Podrick game, certainly. If that's what we're talking about. I don't know. I mean,
it's hard to.
It's a tough one. It would maybe need to be. What would he do? What would he do? Like polish boots.
Pour wine.
Pour wine. Do the laundry.
I just swashbuckle.
Swashbuckle. You'd just be swashbuckling and sailing.
Swashbuckling
I think it would
and kissing girls.
More exciting.
We'd both be X-rated, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So something else I wanted to ask about is the fans have been a bit divided over, whether they want the show to stay close to the book as long as they could, or if changes are okay. Do you guys have any perspective on it? Did these two different types of expectations have any impact on the cast of the book?
We've got 10 hours at most every year. You can't fit 1,500 pages into 10 hours if you want a good TV show. That's as simple as that. So you've got to amalgamate. If you want the book to be on screen exactly as it is, then you're going to be sitting there for years watching it. The facts are that it's an adaptation, so things need to be different. It's now taken. We're further along in the storyline than the books are, so we've taken our own path, and I think the show's popularity is testament to the decisions that have been made.
What he said.
Last question, okay, because it's time.
Perfect answer.
What do you think? Who will end up sitting on the island?
Done.
Done.
Simple as that. Right.
Can we squeeze one more in, if that was okay? Sure, okay. One last thing. I'm not sure if you tried virtual reality yet.
I have.
I have.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think is the one Game of Thrones related thing that you really want to sort of see for yourself in a virtual reality?
Dragon flying.
Oh, dragon flying.
Dragon flying.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Though I have to say, some of the sailing would be very, like Euron or something.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that, or-
yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But the dragons are
Yeah,
definitely
dragon.
flying a dragon.
Flying a dragon would be great, of course.
Being a dragon. Being a
Yeah.
dragon. But at the Game of Thrones exhibition, they do this fantastic VR thing where you get in the lift that takes you up to the wall. Have you tried it before? So
Wow.
you get in this old like metal lift and they shut you in. You put the visor on and the headphones, and then you get blasted with cold air. And it's like you're going up the lift to the wall, and then you walk from one side of the wall to the other, and you look out into you know where the wildlings are, and where the White Walkers are, and they rush out of a forest and they start firing arrows up at the wall. And then you get hit with a flaming arrow and you fall all the way down.
Do you feel it?
I did a couple of glasses of wine when I did it, and I was screaming,
Wow.
holding on to the side. It's
It
amazing.
sounds it's amazing.
And that
Yeah.
was quite rudimentary. That was quite early on in the days of this VR stuff. So I imagine what they have now is
Yeah.
it's pretty intense. Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you so much for your
Great.
time.
Thank you so much.
Love the questions.